Hi everyone, this is Robert from Afterburner Comics. We are in the park drinking hot chocolate and reading comics. Today we are going to take a look at Criminal from Image Comics. This is published in 2015, written by Ed Brubaker and artwork by Sean Phillips. Now first I want to set a bit of context for you. This book is Savage Tales of Conan from Marvel Comics from the mid-1970s. I believe it's in the mid-1970s, yeah, this is from 1973, and it's got some artwork by Barry Windsor Smith. Marvel published two different types of Conan books in the 1970s. They had this regular Conan the Barbarian title. This is all in color, but this has got layouts by Barry Windsor Smith again. And this one is kind of like for general audiences. Then they did a magazine-sized Conan. I think they did Savage Tales, and then they did Savage Sword of Conan. But this one was for more mature audiences. This one's got, like, you know, lots of violence, some nudity, and just a more mature storytelling stories in this one. So I show you that in order to give you the underlying concept of why this issue of Criminal looks the way it does. Here we have our Conan type barbarian. This is Zangar, and if you look at the cover there, they even made it look like, you know, it's a distress, like it's like an old copy or a beat up copy from 1976. We open the page here and we get a black and white barbarian adventure with Zangar. And again, it just looks like, you know, an issue of the old Conans from the 1970s. But then we realized that this is actually a story about Teague Lawless, kind of like, I don't know, the guys that you saw in Heat with Al Pacino, except that, you know, there's levels to this. The guys in Heat, Team Heat, they were like, you know, top level crew. Teague is more like mid to low level crew. But he's in jail for a month, trying to stay low and, you know, stay out of trouble. And basically, he's just trying to finish reading his book. He goes to the prison library, picks up a copy, or he has picked up a copy of this Savage Sword of Zangar. And so he's just trying to read his book and do his time, get out in a month. That goes fine for the first 2 weeks. Then 2 weeks in, Teague finds out that for some reason somebody's put a hit out on him. And for the next week or the next 6 days or so, every day he's got one of his fellow prisoners coming in and trying to kill him. And now, again, this is you know, this is within the context of the old you know, 70s grindhouse pulp fiction type of storytelling here that Brubaker's doing. So these guys are trying to kill Teague, and guess what? Teague is trying to kill them back, and he succeeds. So, you know, there's 5-6 days straight where he's dropping bodies, you know, every day. Now Teague is not, you know, some type of John Wick kind of guy, or you know, like a Daredevil kind of guy. He doesn't have any superpowers. He's pretty tough, but you know, a week of that, he's pretty much tapped out after a week. But something happens there toward the last week of his 4 week stay in jail. He gets out, and he still hasn't finished reading his book, so he's got to go to a bookstore to find, or a newsstand to find the latest issue of Zangar to finish reading that. And you know, I'll let you kind of, I won't spoil anything for you or anything else for you. I'll just say that the storytelling in Criminal, whether it's in this one shot or in just the many collected runs of Criminal that you can find from Brubaker, just you know, as I always say, it's just top-notch stuff. I try to just talk about the top tier books here on this channel, the stuff that If you check it out, you're getting your money's worth. And with Criminal, again, whether you find this one shot or one of the trades or one of the back issues, you are definitely getting your money's worth in terms of story, in terms of artwork, and just in terms of getting an insight into the shady underworld of low-level criminals. This one was published in 2015. At the time when I bought it, I remember it was kind of like a hot book, kind of difficult to find. So I don't know if they ever did any second printings, or if it kind of cooled off or anything like that. So I don't know how easy or difficult it would be to find this issue. But if you can pick it up, you'll enjoy it. If you can't, check out some of the other issues of Criminal that Brubaker has done. I know he did. I think he started the series off with Marvel, but I think Marvel had an Icon imprint, so he did some with Marvel, and then he did some with Image, and I'm not sure who's actually handling the publishing and the distribution for it now. But I do know that I've read something recently that maybe Netflix is going to do a Criminal series, and if they do, yeah, this is a good primer for you to read the stories and then watch the series and and enjoy that also. So highly recommended. Criminal by Ed Brubaker and Sean Phillips.